What else can I say about what happened? Welcome everyone. Welcome to another video about Bangladesh cricket. Unfortunately, today it's about something not very pleasant. I'm your host, Veer Said. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe, and bell notification buttons. And today we're going to talk about the first test and the entirety of the first test, at least what I've seen overall, and the outcome, and basically my analysis and breakdown of why we saw this outcome. First of all, congratulations to West Indies. Okay, not only they have won, but they have won in an emphatic fashion with a record-breaking performance. Despite having somewhat of a depleted side, I know Craig Brathwaite does not like that phrase, but like, you have to understand, people like Shea Hope and Shamron Hetmeyer are not in this squad. So people are going to perceive it as a somewhat of a depleted side. But despite that, the West Indies have come out with an unbelievable performance, especially that man, Kyle Myers, on his debut in a second innings, making 210 not out to chase down a total of 395 in the second innings of a test match. Congratulations to West Indies for that. They deserve all the praise. That is the positives out the way. If you're an extremely positive person, hit that like, subscribe, bell notification buttons, and stop this video right now, because the rest of the video is going to get very negative. Now you've had your warning, let us continue. The title of this video is appropriate enough. Abject Humiliation. What the heck were Bangladesh thinking? What was Momin al-Haq thinking? Everyone was so gung-ho that, yay, we have 395, we're not going to lose. The moment I saw that we have to defend less than 300 in the final day on this wicket with this type of mediocre bowling and with this type of less than mediocre, below mediocre fielding, I knew we were going to lose. This is why I did not say anything throughout this match. I'm like, I want to see what happens, because I'm not satisfied with Bangladesh's performance. Yeah, Mehdi Miraz, he made a match-saving type of century, or face-saving type of century. Momin al-Haq, yeah, he made another century. Yeah, okay, yay. Okay, that's it. What about the rest? What about the rest? On this pitch, okay, which is not that conducive to turn until the 4th or the 5th day, you still want to play 4 spinners? Still? And you still only want to play 1 pacer. Playing 4 spinners and 1 pacer, it's similar to having a football game where you're playing 2 strikers and 8 defenders. Okay? You put 2 people in the front, and the rest of the 10 people, okay, because the goalkeeper gets to use his hand. The rest of the people, put them right outside the goal box, forming like a perimeter fence. That is the equivalent of what Bangladesh are doing right now. And boy, oh boy, did this come to bite them back in the rear. This extremely dependent on spin bowling philosophy. Did this come to bite them back in the rear? You think other teams will just sit on their hands and do nothing about it? You think they will not strategize and create a team, specific to this conditions about it? That's exactly what happened. And besides, I've been saying this for a long time. Okay? I am not satisfied with Taijul Islam. Taijul Islam is a bowler who will get, and he mentioned this, his go-to strategy when things are not working is just keep bowling the good ball and hope the batsman will make a mistake. He said this in one of the pinpoint shows of T Sports. That's available on YouTube. Okay, yeah, free plug there. If that is your attitude, get out of cricket. 2021, that is your attitude, get out of cricket. You don't deserve to play this game, Taijul. No, you do not. That I will bowl so much that the batsman will get bored and throw his wicket away. If you think that's going to work in 2021, get out of cricket. And get out now! Ladies and gentlemen, I have actually broken down on why I think Bangladesh have failed. And basically what I felt. So let me start with this. First, abject humiliation. Do you know, as a Bangladesh cricket fan, how many times I have been here before? That we want our victories not to feel like a fluke. That we want to be genuinely proud of our side. Not just in a self-hypnotic, self-convincing fashion. Proud of our side. And by the way, I will make another video about this. Going more into details about the mindset of Bangladeshi cricket and Bangladeshi cricket fans. I'm sorry. We have to move on from such a mentality. Because, let me just summarize this like here. One of the biggest problems of Bangladeshi cricket and Bangladeshi cricket fans and perhaps the Bangladeshi cricket board is we think like minnows. If you think like minnows, you will never be anything but minnows. So considering yourself to be something other than minnows, when you think like minnows, it is being hypocritical to yourself. I will make a separate video about this, but the pain was excruciating because before, back in the day, when we used to lose, it used to be not necessarily by a close margin, but we used to lose by making the other team look very good. That is the same thing that happened today. We made the other team, we did not make the other team fight very hard, seemingly fight very hard for the victory. We made the other team look very, very good. If someone like down the order can come and score a double century and we can hold on to our catches, and I believe this is the second test in a row we've lost in Chittagong. Our spinners are mostly ineffective. We don't know how to we don't know when to take the DRS decisions. We made the other team look very good. They not only beat us, they beat us and were celebrating their victory by putting their feet on our faces as welcome mats, as their triumphant rugs, to make them look like majestic conquerors, or they just beat them with ease. Another team that they have dominated. I have lived with that type of abject humiliation, or I have seen Bangladesh face that type of abject humiliation for too long. Not anymore. Not anymore. If you are one of those people, then Bangladesh does not need fans like you. I'm sorry, because I have higher expectations from this side. We have been in Test cricket for 21 years. Yes, be it on and off, but we have still been in it for 21 years. Our domestic cricket were not dictated by the ICC on and off that much. We could have made so many improvements. Okay, so many improvements. I've heard in the commentary, Atar Ali Khan and Ian Bishop, Atar Ali Khan was making the same point over and over again, and Ian Bishop is saying like, I'm sorry my friend, I have been with you in this commentary position for over a decade, and you have made this point over and over again. It seems like it is all for nothing. You know, that was basically the summary of that discussion. This was on air in the commentary booth. This came on air. BCB, good Lord. You know what? No, you know what? That strike that Shakib led, if I were Shakib, okay, if I was Shakib, I would lead another strike. I said, you know what? I don't, like, if this is how you're going to run your cricket, okay, if this is how you're going to run your cricket, that I'm going to do all the work and you all are going to take the credit for it as a team when I did 90% of the work and the team does not have the backbone to step up, then maybe Shakib is too good for this team. Maybe. Can you prove them wrong? Shakib is probably not going to be in the second test match. Can you make an emphatic comeback? Oh, and by the way, like, you know, please don't tell me some of you are not thinking this way. India just did this. India had a very bad performance and then they came back. Bangladesh, don't fool yourself. You were in test cricket. You were nowhere even within the same zip code as India. Okay? India are a champion side. They have the pedigree and the knowledge and the know-how and the fight to come back from such a humiliation and then humiliate the opponents back in their own home ground. Bangladesh does not have this type of moxie in them. Okay? I have yet to see it in test cricket. One victory here and there, one century, one 5-wicket haul does not cut it. Second point, throughout the test match, it felt like the Bangladeshi bowlers did not know where to bowl. And later on, even Mustafiz, he did not know where to bowl. The prime example. The very first delivery, stupid people, dumb idiot people. Man, I'm sick and tired of the very first delivery of day 5. You can't get the very first delivery right. What are you doing playing test cricket? And you expected to defend this total? With such horrendous bowling, you expected to defend this total. You expected to do you expected the pitch to take the wicket for you. And by the way, I have to mention another thing as well. Okay, the Bengali umpire. Yeah, thanks for making us look bad. Okay, thanks for making us look bad again. Do you remember there's a point in this match where the timer of the DRS ran out and then some, and then we got a decision review, like, you know, a DRS claim taken. Even after the timer has run out, I think twice over. Thanks for making us look bad. Third point. The field placements in this match were just all over the place. They had this inside out, weird, jagged type of field. Okay, I'll give you an example of this. When Mustafiz comes over the wicket, and he bowls to the right-handers, if you have the pitch map, notice how many times the ball goes through the third man region. And many of those times for a boundary. How many times should that happen before you plug up that hole? You're waiting for that to happen, and then, like, you know, after 2 or 3 times, then like, oh, okay, now let's plug up that hole. What's the point then? The damage is done. The damage is done. What's the point? Fourth point. dropped catches. Even in day 5, dropped catches after dropped catches after dropped catches. Nazmul Hussain tomorrow, because he'll never perform today, dropped catches. Liton Das, dropped catches. Other people, dropped catches. How many times should this happen? And there is no way, if you're going to drop this many catches, that you are going to expect to win a match. Okay? Maybe there's a slight chance, but if you don't have the right sense to actually take a DRS when it's needed, okay? Being so complacent, I've seen in the post-match interview, we never thought we were going to lose this match in any point. If you're going to be that complacent, okay? Maybe the BCB made a terrible mistake choosing you as Captain Mominal. Terrible mistake. Good Lord, the Bangladeshi fielders have dropped more catches than the Dragon's Den dropped bad ideas. And by the way, if you haven't watched the Dragon's Den, okay, if it's essentially the British equivalent of Shark Tank, but it has been around longer. But the problem with Dragon's Den, basically what I have seen, and I have seen a lot of episodes and a lot of ideas, is that the entrepreneurs that show up on Dragon's Den usually have very, very stupid ideas. And that's why the Dragons get to have a lot more of a say. They get more input compared to, let's say, the American Shark Tank, where the ideas are not necessarily stupid, but the sharks act more like investors compared to Dragon's Den, where they act somewhat like advisors and mentors, but the sharks in the Shark Tank act like investors. And most of the entrepreneurs, they have done all their hard work and they have a plan set in mind, they have a plan in mind for the future. Dragon's Den get way too many bad ideas, so it's easy to drop them. There are too many ideas that are dropped. Bangladesh have dropped more catches in this match. 5th point, batting sense. Why on earth did Mominal think that a simple century will be enough? After he got to 100 whatnot, he tried to up the scoring ante. I'm like, can you wait? Can you declare mid-session so that it takes the opposition team a bit off guard? Can you do that? Can you bat till let's say 10, 50, maybe 8 or 10 overs after tea and remain not out? And not go for, extravagant pull and hook shots and then, get caught by the one fielder that is placed exactly in that position? Can you not do that? Yeah, they had to contend with Shakib not being available, but Momin should have stepped up even more to the plate. A simple century is not going to cut it. And that too, at that point, the track was still decent for batting. Simple century is not going to cut it. And this is what I went about. This is what I was talking about. The mindset. Yeah, I made a century. All is forgiven. Shut up. This is what I mean, thinking like minnows. You want to think like minnows, everyone is going to treat you like a minnow. Okay? Everyone is going to treat you like a minnow. You want people not to treat you like a minnow? When people are treating you like minnows, don't think and act like minnows. With legitimacy, with legitimate performances and consistency, show non-minnow, above minnow type performances, and then people will succumb to that pressure. Because nothing comes in this life in terms of change without pressure. Nothing. Absolutely nothing comes in life in terms of change without pressure. And finally, number 6, bad captaincy. Take a look at the bowling scorecard. of the second innings. The perfect example. We used only 4 bowlers. Couldn't Mominul Haq himself have come on to bowl? He has bowled left arm spin before, and if I'm not mistaken, he actually took a wicket or 2 against West Indies before. Couldn't he have come to bowl? Couldn't Nazmul Hussain tomorrow, been given a chance to perform today and come and bowl? We used only those 4 bowlers and we kept cycling through only those 4 bowlers. And you thought some other result was gonna happen. No, it was in the mindset. It was right there in the mindset. We did not think at any point we were going to lose this match. This amount of complacency. This complacency is the perfect example why Mominul Haq should now seriously consider, or the BCP should seriously consider removing him from the captaincy, because he is a defensive beta male captain. We cannot have beta male captains. Now, moving on to what Bangladesh need to do to redeem themselves, because I'm sorry, I have standards and expectations, reasonable expectations for my Bangladeshi team. But if they perform so unreasonably poorly, then I'm going to raise my expectations. This is what Bangladesh needs to do to redeem themselves. Otherwise, you remember back in the day, or a few months ago, or a few weeks ago, Bangladesh were by accident placed below Afghanistan. Maybe that's not an accident anymore. Maybe Bangladesh deserves to be below Afghanistan. Maybe Bangladesh needs to re-qualify in the 50th anniversary of our great independence. Bangladesh has to prove themselves once more that Bangladesh are worthy of the test status. That 21 years of Bangladesh test history is not a waste of time. So getting to this, here are some points what Bangladesh needs to do, and almost all these conditions have to be met. Number 1, Bangladesh has to win in the second test. No draw, no we played good cricket, none of that. Win or nothing. Second point, Bangladesh are going to New Zealand after this. We have to win one test match in New Zealand. Okay? We have to win one test match. If you're going to lose so unreasonably, I will have unreasonable expectations out of you as well. You have to win also with such an emphatic performance. Number 3, this stupid haphazard type of bowling must perform better. Don't be sorry, be better. Number 4, Nazmul Hussain tomorrow can take himself back home, think about what he's going to do tomorrow, and have him replaced by someone who's going to do something today. Number 5, listen people, we need another left arm spinner. Now do you see why I was so gung-ho about bringing back Abdul Razak? Because Abdul Razak is an attacking spinner. Tajul Islam is a docile spinner. Tajul Islam is essentially Muhammad Shahid. Muhammad Shahid is a docile fast bowler. He doesn't try to get wickets. He tries to only bowl a good line and length. Abdul Razak, he tries to get wickets with bowling good line and length. And by the way, what happened to Enamul Haq Jr.? He started off as a teenage prodigy. What happened to him? Number 6, we need another pacer. Like I said, if you have one pacer and everyone else is a spinner, it doesn't serve the purpose. Pace bowlers attack in pairs. If you don't even have one pair, then what's the point? You might as well have like a hybrid, trousers with the shorts, length on one side and the full trouser length up to the ankles on the other side. Number 7, sticking to that, the bowling. Tajul Islam, I'm sorry. Now you have to think. Are you going to step up to the plate, or are you going to just call it quits and go home? Go home. Enough. How many more chances do you want, Tajul? Tajul, you can't just perform against Zimbabwe and West Indies, depleted sides at home, and think that, okay, that's all you need to solidify your place. And finally, number 8. What's probably going to happen is Tamim Iqbal is probably going to score 1 century, and people will think this is all. People with no standards for Bangladesh cricket, people with no expectations whatsoever, that it's so low to the ground. It's so low to the ground that even a 50 would be congratulated and welcomed as if they just got a 5-month bonus on their salary. Yeah, people like those are going to feel satisfied with a Tamim Iqbal century or a Mushfiqur Rahim century, or if 2 of them get 2 centuries and whatnot. Not me. Not me. This is time for penance. You have humiliated yourselves and Bangladesh cricket on such a momentous occasion in terms of a year. In the year, and you had the Bongo Bandhu face, the picture of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman as the title sponsor of this test match, and you have been defeated with such abject humiliation. Now you have to turn around and perform like you have never performed before. A century is not going to cut it. A double century is not going to cut it, because double centuries at this day and age are not few and far between, are plentiful. Okay, Jason Gillespie has a double century. Jason Holder has a double century. They're not pure batsmen. So if you are not minnows, show me you are not minnows. Show me you don't think like minnows. Okay? Show the world that you are not to be taken lightly as minnows, especially at home. Triple century or nothing. Triple century. If Bangladesh bat first, triple century or nothing. If Bangladesh bowl first, get West Indies out very quickly, triple century by a batsman or nothing. And that's it. That's all I have to say. For this video, that's all I have to say. I will make another video about the mentality of Bangladesh cricket, going into the minnows part. But I'm done. It was excruciatingly painful to watch. And at one point, as a supporter, you have to ask yourselves, how long will I keep doing this? If you keep doing it without rhyme or reason until the end of time, then you're not a supporter. You are a sycophant. You are a slave of Bangladesh cricket, or of anything. If you keep doing that, which is not related to you or your family, you or your family, because it's still a sport. It's something external. It's not like something that that is completely a part of you. It's like a TV show. Like you can't keep supporting a TV show no matter what they do. If that's the case, then the TV show dictates you. So yeah, that's about it, guys. Let me know what you thought about this match in the comment section below. And yes, all the hate, put it in the comment section below. Doesn't matter. All the feedback, I'll put in the comment section below. Love to engage with you people and to see where you guys want this to go forward. How can Bangladesh raise themselves from being buried not 6 feet, 60 feet in the dirt? How can they raise themselves up from this? From such abject humiliation? Would love to engage with you guys in the comment section below. And as always, hit that like, subscribe, and bell notification buttons. I work really hard on these videos, so would definitely appreciate the support. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. See you both on Veer Side, signing out.